That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag. That's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting. That's a big number.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What? 20.
51's the mark. Get that quarterback. And all
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now Holyfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the 38, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Goff now looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
17.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
11.
Out of the gun. Goff steps away to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
180.
3 buzz.
2. Hey, foxtrot.
56. Tighten up. Pull it together.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Blue dance.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
On the set. Fair.
Watch the slap. Check 22.
Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Ready.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Costello. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Set, ready. 18, Gator.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Slam.
Head up.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
the outlaw.
Keep it up, guys.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready? 10 Lobo. 5.
Back to throw. Costello. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Defense.
Second down, it's Henderson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score, and the Rams have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Let's go. Let's do this.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
70, Indy. Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Value 3, value 3.
On 1st down, gone. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
20.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten
Ric
up.
Flair. Yeah, Rick Walls. Hey, Charlie.
56, the mark.
Now Goff on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Again, Goff. And he'll find his man on the end route, complete. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins by. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Go.
On 1st down, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They run with Holyfield, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw, Goff. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
We got it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
15 yards, first down Atlanta. To throw is Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Goff now to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again. Goff. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's see what you got.
There's goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
76. Hey, Alpha.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Off play action. Costello. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Costello. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Take it at the 37. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ric Flair.
Here's Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm here all day. 51.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mike 51. Mike 51. Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
Now it's gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reese. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming.
A carry here for Holyfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 23.
Brings up 3rd and
20.
Check 56. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
3rd and 2. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Now you won.
56. Mike's 56.
Hey, Echo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Goff now looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Off the play fake. Costello. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We're good. We're good.
After the interception, here's gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reese. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hey, Delta. Cal, you won.
Goff on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again, Costello. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying the fourth quarter advantage. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is with
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. They go play action here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 20-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite-level production.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Here's Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
90, walk.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Looking to throw. Costello, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
From the gun, here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
51, Mike 51. Check pass, check.
Now it's gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Reese. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch the screen. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Goff. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time. 3rd down here. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Defense wins championships, baby.
DC.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Goff now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken